Hey everyone, this is the new episode of Road Stories by Burning Music TV. Spontaneous trip to my friend Khalid. He has his own motor garage here.
Motogarage tours actually.
Yeah,
It used to be
business.
diner, so you don't smell the smokes anymore, but you smell the smokes of the engines.
TV, your life is the greatest story, MTV.
I'm riding motorcycles around the world. Right now, I'm focusing on, as I said, I'm focusing on tours, and not just tours. I'm storing bikes here. I'm storing treasures. I have my Fennec bike, which I did my Algeria tour. This is a Royal Enfield Interceptor. It looks a bit not damaged actually, but I like
Under
to play.
construction.
I like to play with my bikes whenever they are resting. So this bike actually is a legend because this bike crossed the Sahara, the Algerian Sahara, one of the most challenging desert in the world. This bike, which is 650 engine, made it through the Sahara, the most challenging non-road, let's say.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
And I would never sell it because I had great memories with it. I modified it to get the color of the Sahara, to get the official animal of the Algeria, which is the fennec, that's the desert fox.
Ah, okay.
And everything has a meaning. And it's a scrambler, very good engine, very reliable bike, but it's challenging. Here I have the new top of the range BMW, the goddess of bikes. However, you should treat her well. You shouldn't take her to dirty places, unless if you are a pro, because it's a huge engine, 31 liter. I bought this bike actually to rent it out to customers. I'm not gonna travel with her, and it's fragile, very reliable. It can live up to 30 to 50 years if you take care of her. However, if you want to go on a big adventure, challenging adventure, you have the Husqvarna Northern 901. If you are considering big adventures, if you want to play with this in the desert or on the gravel, this bike would be the most reliable one. I'm not a big fan of Husqvarna, but I am a big fan of this Husqvarna. And it's easy to maintain wherever you are. Maybe you don't see any identity of the Husqvarna anymore because I put my identity on top of it, and I'm just promoting myself on the go. And tomorrow I'll be heading to Switzerland on this bike because there are lots of twisty bends in the mountains. I would definitely enjoy my ride on this bike.
Where are you gonna sleep when you have you stay in the hostel or?
Depends on the mood, on the weather, on my mood actually. Initially, I'm thinking to maybe stay in camp sites.
Okay.
And I have a new tent, so I'm going to show off with it. And then maybe I'll take a break. I'll break my adventure once in a while, stay in a hotel, another day camp, another day stay in a hotel, because sometimes you don't want to take it too extreme while you are on a 3-4 days tour.
Okay.
So another thing, because I always like to travel light. I don't want to take with me mats, tents, cooking stuff, dried food. So I'm gonna ride light. I'll use one pannier for the camping stuff and one pannier for my clothes, if I could.
And credit card.
And of course, if I could, I'll be camping maybe on the way somewhere in Switzerland, surrounded by the mountains.
So, how did it all start? How did it come up? Maybe you told it on Arabian TV.
Very
already?
good question. We've been talking to each other since maybe 2011.
Since you were a kid.
Yes, when I was a kid. You've seen different transition of my life. You've seen me as an officer. You've seen me as a film producer.
Right.
You've seen me as an entrepreneur. And you've seen me as a restaurant owner and a business, a tour owner and a tour guide and a traveler. So On top of that, I became a TV presenter on Al Jazeera, which is one of the most biggest news channel in Qatar. However, actually, when I'm a network engineer, I'm a computer network engineer, and because I hated my job, I hated what I studied, and I said I need to do something different. So I started riding a motorcycle. I thought, is it midlife crisis? No, it's not. So I started riding my Harley. Then I thought, is that all? Riding every weekend, eating muffin, having coffee, taking pictures, riding in group with those Harley riders. No, that's not what I needed. So I considered traveling around the world. Then I said, I'm going to do something more challenging. I don't want to do like travel Germany to Austria. That's not what I wanted. I want to do something really challenging. I'm going to do the Silk Road.
Wow.
Yeah, the actual Silk Road. So I did London to China.
This was the first big one?
This was the first long one. I did small ones, India, Thailand, blah, blah, blah. But the biggest, the most challenging one, which I found myself, which I consider myself as a professional motorcyclist, was the Silk Road from London to Beijing, which took me 3 months, 22,000 kilometers, 19 countries, through Central Asia, through Tibet, China, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, lots of challenging. Then when I'm done, I came back to my comfort zone, and I thought that's not what I wanted. Is that it? Silk Road, and then what? Then I booked another trip, Alaska to Argentina.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 5 months, 40,000 kilometers, 15 countries, challenging the most dangerous countries in the world.
On the same machine, or you had to?
The same machine, it's inside, I can show you the bike.
Yeah.
Then I did Africa, Kenya to South Africa. I did all Algeria. Algeria is a huge country. It's around maybe 20,000 of 20% of Europe maybe. So I did Algeria, I did Morocco, I did many. So far I've been to 92 countries, most of them on a motorcycle. And maybe I'll plan another tour.
Yeah.
I'll announce it very soon.
Okay, and now people can join you, right? That's the new thing?
Yeah, because I'm a tour guide, so I'd love to give the knowledge I had to people in a way that I can take people around with me.
So you know all the stuff when it comes to visa and insurance. If you,
Definitely.
The Germans, they will ask like, I need that Versicherung.
They will always ask about the insurance, visa, and safety.
Yeah.
I would definitely. But since it's an adventure, anything can happen anywhere.
Of course.
Don't blame me if you get robbed in Colombia because you're walking with your iPhone 16. Or you're working with Insta360.
It's included in the price.
So just try to be as normal as a Colombian if you are in Bogota, for example.
Okay.
Don't try to wear your North Face jacket and then tell me, hey, I got robbed. No, you shouldn't show people what they cannot afford, and then you don't expect them to move.
Yeah, it's not fair.
So it's a culture. It's a culture. So you need to understand their culture. I always tell, for example, my Qatari friends who are Muslims, if you don't want to be treated badly, don't do things that they don't accept. For example, don't go in the middle of Tokyo and pray in the middle of the park. Normally, nobody will speak to you because people respect religions. But if someone attacks you for some reason, it's because you are doing something they don't know what it is. The same thing you will not accept if someone, if a priest comes to Qatar with a huge cross and try to.
Same thing.
You will not accept it. So don't do what you don't accept in your country in other countries. And I always give tips on things, how to behave in trips and adventure, because some people, they are really dumb. They think because, for example, because they are from a country and they have this privilege, or their embassy would take care of them, they do silly stuff.
Yeah, they park everywhere.
Yes, exactly. So traveling is about respect, about respecting culture, is about telling stories. So you want to come back and tell your family stories. You don't want to come back and tell them, hey, I got arrested because I was an idiot.
I plan my first trip. I'm the greenhorn, my first trip to Portugal. 3,000 kilometers, nothing for you, right?
It's a mini trip for me.
So what advice can you give people like me who do it for the first time? Maybe they plan too much, or what is? You said you don't bring too much stuff. This is maybe one
Yes.
thing. What else?
It
I have to
depends
take
on
care?
what you like. Many people, they like to give the impression that they are hardcore travelers.
No, I'm simple.
They put more than what they need.
Ah, okay.
Someone puts a frying pan, others do things that they don't even use.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the most important things, don't carry things that you don't know how to use. Don't take tools with you that you don't know how to maintain your bike.
yeah.
Leave it until you find a dealer. You are going to
Yeah.
Portugal, not going to Central Asia or something.
Yeah.
So don't take a tent if you can stay at a campsite where they have beds, for example, because a tent will take lots of space.
Yeah.
This is the basic thing. Don't take jeans.
Yeah.
Jeans is heavy.
Yeah,
Cotton.
yeah.
Take light trousers where you can wash and dry within half an hour.
Yeah.
Take
Right.
take 2 t-shirts, take 2 shirts,
Not 10.
not 10. And the t-shirt you would take, never take anything cotton with you. Take anything that can be washed. You can go to lots of shops here where they can sell.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not promoting this shop, but it's my favorite. It's Globetrotter.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
buying all this shit.
Yeah,
there,
so
it
you
doesn't
go there,
matter.
it's paradise, it's adventurer's paradise. You go there,
Yeah,
you find everything.
Yeah, it's the right stuff to do.
So it's good to take the things that don't get bacteria easily. That
Yeah,
when you
okay.
wash and keep it wet in your pannier, it doesn't get any infection or bacteria. It can be dried within a second. These things that you need to take with you. Don't take with you a cotton shirt, or you think you're gonna go partying there. Don't do it. Buy things if you are invited or you bumped into someone.
No suit.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't take a suit with you.
Okay.
Once I was in Istanbul and I got invited for a bit of a luxurious dinner, which needed a suit, and I was on the bike, so I had to buy a suit. Then I kept it there. It was very expensive. I had to leave it there. I gave it to the butler.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are few tips. And you are going to Portugal, try to avoid highways. Autobahns.
Yeah, I think it's not fun to ride the highway there.
It's not just not fun. They don't have many highways anyway, but you will enjoy the bends. You will enjoy the small national roads, similar to the road you came all the way here.
Yeah.
Smaller. Try, if you are staying in a hotel, don't stay in 5-star hotel. Go to the small motels where they can put rooms available,
Okay,
20 euro,
Yeah.
including breakfast. You would love the experience in Portugal. You will be, I think, in the south, somewhere in the south. Or, yeah. If you ride further to the bottom southwest of Portugal, there is a small town called Sagres or Sarges. I'm not quite sure. You can find it. And there is a small food truck. German people who got sick of Germany and they wanted to go as far as possible away from Europe. They opened a food truck.
Yeah.
They called it the last sausage before America.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been there.
And when you eat it, they will give you a certificate that you had the last sausage before America.
Okay. See you
That's
guys there.
definitely a good try there.
Okay.
And it's very delicious. People are friendly, and you eat it sitting on the bike, facing the Atlantic.
Yeah, I can't wait. So guys, this is what you can expect if you book your trip with this guy. He knows all the places. I think you should go on his website and book your next tour.
Please.
I think we just stop from here now.
Yeah,
We do another things now.
sure.
Thank you very much, man, for
Thank
showing
you.
around. And how to say in your language, like safe ride.
Bisalama.
See you.
Yeah.